Hi, I'm Maya. There is someone waiting in front of the door of my house. I will tell you this story. But first, if you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, do not forget to subscribe and like it. Enjoy watching. As night fell over the city like a dark blanket, the streets around Maya's house became deserted. Maya, who lived on the upper floor of an old apartment building, fell asleep in the afternoon, exhausted after the tiredness of the day. Suddenly, he was startled by a creaking sound. He looked around with fearful eyes but couldn't see anything. His heart was beating fast. Maya, in a sleepy state, headed towards the windowsill. In the moonlight illuminating the night, he saw a strange silhouette in front of the house. A man with a big hammer next to him, looming among the dark shadows. He could see that his body shape and costume were unusual. It was like something out of a nightmare movie. He had a mask on his head and a shining hammer in his hand. At that moment, he felt chills. Maya immediately ran back to her room and closed the door. While his heart is beating like it's about to jump out, strange thoughts were floating around in his head. Who is this man? Why is he here? He thought. The sounds coming from outside were true, hammering metal. Maya tried to encourage herself, hoping it was a joke. But the fear inside him was growing. As the voices slowly got closer, Maya began to lose her breath. The man was walking slowly in front of his door. He walked up the spiral stairs of the house. Maya could hear every single one of their footsteps. He retreated into a small corner and realized something was wrong. Suddenly, a gloomy whispering voice came from above his door. "Mia," called the killer. His voice seemed deeper and darker than even where he was. "I want to play a game with you." Maya closed her eyes and pulled back and took a deep breath. "I heard this sentence. Or is this a nightmare? I just have to wake up," he thought. But everything was real, and his fearful heart was wearing him out even more. "You can't scare me anymore."
He didn't dare to shout, but his feeling was taking over him.
The man outside started knocking on the door. "Maya, I'm here to play with you. If you find me, I'll let you go. But if you can't find me..." The sentence was cut off there. Maya took a deep breath and quickly headed to her room window, trying to find courage. He had to be careful enough to see this man moving in the dark. While he was fighting in his own mind, he suddenly found a tool in his hand. It was also his mother's old hunting rifle. "If you don't open the door, you can't scare me anymore," he thought and promised himself. Maya bravely adjusted herself to jump out the window and into the backyard. Along with the hunting rifle, which the user sees as a menace to life, he decided to open the back door. When he got to the garden, while he was walking outside at night, a strange sound caught his attention. Indeed, the man was trying to get into the house by sneaking through the door behind him. Maya quickly hid behind the bushes. He could hear the man's voice and the metal courage of the hammer. With every step, he took deep breaths. The sound of his rapid heartbeat was growing louder inside him. But he had the shotgun, and that might be his only hope. If he could find the space he wanted, he could punish him. "If you're not worth finding, then it's no good," he encouraged himself with a secret smile. The man outside stopped right in front of the back door and tried to dominate the darkness with a strange smile. The moment she felt something change, Maya decided to call out with the shotgun in her hand. "I'm here," he shouted. He suddenly found a courage that lit up the whole night. Then he opened the back door and quickly ran out. The dark man paused before him. After locking eyes, he took aim with his hammer. But when he saw Maya's shotgun, he started to retreat. The silence between them lasted a long time. "You can't scare me," Maya said with courage echoing within her. He shouted and suddenly fired his shotgun. Hearing the sound of the wind, Maya took one last breath and made her decision. It was a night he would never forget in his life. He managed to overcome this fear by putting aside his past dreams and nightmares. Returning to his room, he suddenly realized that he would no longer be afraid of ghosts and looked forward to the morning. Yes, friends, we have come to the end of the story. If you like my story, you can support me by subscribing to my channel and liking it.